So upgrade. I mean, as soon as you hear the name, technology jumps to mind in this day and age. What was it about the technology that you wanted to explore?
Well, I'm kind of suspicious and distrustful of technology. Mistrustful? Distrustful.
Yeah.
Dis or miss. It's always a hard one to remember. I think we're rewiring our brains in a way that's not good. Attention spans are getting shorter. People don't communicate in the same way. The television show Black Mirror is called Black Mirror for a reason. It's this thing that we hold and we stare at all day. This little black mirror. And I think too many people are finding solace in this virtual world. And I don't think that ends well. Now it might be all frivolous. Hey, check out my Snapchat account. But I think 20 years from now, we might have lost a large part of ourselves. I think we need a rehab program to get away from this addiction. I don't know how we're going to do it. I mean, your average teenager today spends, 6 hours a day on their phone. So I'm not going to say the movie's anti-technology and it's a screed against all this, but definitely my feelings about it are in there. But then I also tried to show the good side of technology, the things that it does that improve our lives. I mean, once upon a time, polio was a problem, and then all of a sudden it wasn't, thanks to medical technology and advances in... So there are good things and there are bad things. We need balance, but...
And of course, when we start with the film, we have a paraplegic who, in the beginning, is enhanced by the fact that there is technology implanted in his head.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be great if paralysis could be cured by computers? I mean, and they're not that far away. This is a real thing that they're trying to develop. Wouldn't it be great if you could have a computer inside your body that regulated your heartbeat or your blood sugar levels? I mean, this stuff is around the corner and it's going to be amazing. Hopefully one day medical technology eradicates cancer and that becomes a thing of the past. So there's so many beautiful things about the tech that we humans invent. But then I also think we're also the architects of our own destruction so much. We invent things that kill us, or at least destroy us slowly. So we, in our desperate sort of need for capitalism, we invent this stuff, and we don't really think about the long-term consequences.
And then you're making a piece of fiction as well. So tell us more about the filmmaking process.
It was great on this film. I loved it. I had a really good time. I shot it in my hometown of Melbourne. I loved the crew there. I want to work with these people forever. I loved them. And it was one of those experiences that you have every so often in the film industry. Unfortunately, not often enough. Where everything's I don't want to say great, but everything goes well. There's not too much stress. There's not too much. Everyone on the crew was great. Usually there's a few bad apples. I was surprised that everyone was great. Everybody was on board with the movie. I want to have those experiences. I'm trying to seek out. I think life's too short. As much as I love the movie Apocalypse Now, when I watch the documentary about the making of that film, it seems like a journey to hell. And so I'm like, is that what it takes to make a masterpiece? Do you need to go to the brink of sanity? Maybe you do. That's that whole Vincent van Gogh theory of like, you can't create great art unless you truly suffer. And I'm kind of like, I'm just a kid from Melbourne. Like, I don't want to suffer that much. Do I have to cut my ear off? I don't want to be stranded in the jungle with a gun to my head. I want to make entertaining films that audiences love, but I want to enjoy myself while I'm doing it because filmmaking should be fun. So I hope so.
And Logan, can I just ask very briefly about your leading man, because he's such a nuanced actor, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's fantastic. And he's a theatre-trained actor. He wants to act with his whole body. And so often movies, and especially television, it's about this. It's about just your face. Whereas Logan, he's trained in the theatre, his parents were involved in the theatre. So, he, like any good theatre actor in London, they want to use their whole body. So this was the role of a lifetime for him because he was like, oh, I get to do all this stuff from head to toe. It's not just about squinting and looking cool.
No, it's just about the inner life. It's being able to
physically do it. I mean, he just leapt into it, took to it like a fish to water, and he trained for it on his off days. In his own time, he was training for the movie.